You hit it. I'd like to call the meeting of the Pocahontas County Board of Education for Tuesday, September the 16th together. All members are present. Let's stand and say pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, delegations. Recognition. None. Under number 5, we have school improvement updates. A, general updates on school openings. B, release of balanced scorecard Pocahontas status. C, special education update and progress. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dr. Hollingsworth seconded. Taking A first, general updates on school openings.
So with our school opening, we completed all of our initial trainings for special education and all of our initial staff development for staff. Over the last few weeks, I have visited every school in the county. I visited them the day before opening, the day of opening, and this past week, I visited the high school multiple times in the last since school opened. I've started policy procedures and reviews, which that was an area of the county that we had to be concerned with. The first 2 policies that I have worked on, making sure that we are fully implementing those and adhering to what we have in the policy, is our fundraiser policy. And recently this week, field trips, it's required for out of county, out of state, and overnight field trips to come before the board. I sent out a newly developed field trip form to all the schools, to the entire county, actually. Just that we are going to start enforcing that policy, because we can't just list a list of field trips without knowing the chaperones, if they've had the background checks, where they're going, when they're coming back. There's a lot of information we have to take into consideration. So we have a batch of field trips for you to approve this time, but starting the second board meeting in October, everybody will have their field trips to me. Those will be listed individually as individual items so that you are aware of where folks are going and all of the parameters of that, because ultimately policy oversight's our responsibility to make sure our students are safe. Any questions about that or comments or?
That sounds good. Yeah, sounds real good.
Everybody?
Yeah.
B is release of balanced scorecard Pocahontas status.
Yes.
I do have one thing. What
Okay.
about the attendance policy? Have you got, is that squared away?
We are working on the attendance policy. I have asked Julie to pull the code and to align our policy with code. So she was working on that as of yesterday, getting the final touches on that. We have also spoken, and I can't remember the name of the folks that does the student placement through the Youth Health Services. No. The YRC. I had a meeting with the YRC. We did not meet the full capacity of students there. So we're looking at utilizing that organization as a tier 3 attendance to provide some special intervention. So we are working on a really solid plan, and we should have that very soon. Each of the schools are required to submit a 3-tiered attendance plan, something for the general population, something for those bubble kids, and something for those extreme circumstances.
Yeah.
So we had to completely revise some of that and get it in place.
Yeah, I know that a couple of the agricultural citizens had asked about the FFA thing, and I think 4-H is an exception.
It
Some
is.
legislation on that brought in this summer, I think.
And that's what she was lining our policy with, to make that change to bring before the board.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's release of the balanced scorecard Pocahontas status.
Okay.
B.
Okay. So what I wanted to share with you and the public is where we are with our student achievement in terms of proficiency, student progress. I wanted to look at our and student success indicators. So I'm going to go look at last year's, and then we'll look at this year's and see the changes in those two elements. So Chrissy, if you could pull up last year, please. Scroll down till we can see the colors. So if you can see last year's at our middle school, we had quite a bit of red in academic achievement for math, academic progress for ELA and for math, and attendance was also a concern. At the high school, we had concerns with academic achievement in math, and we had concerns with attendance. So this year's report card, we have made significant progress. In our middle school area, we have turned our red. Now remember, the closer the box is to being filled is the closer you are to the next level. So now we're partially meet standards in all of our middle school academic achievement and academic progress, which is a huge celebration for the increase in our scores. Attendance is still a significant issue at elementary, middle, and the high school, and mathematics is still a concern at the high school. I did meet with Miss Burns and Miss Joanna Burt Kinderman. We drilled down into the data. We talked about some plans that we can implement at the high school to address the intervention that's needed with our students. And can you expand that to the subgroup for the math?
Do we have
Right
that?
there.
Is that a handout in here? Is that thing?
It's not a handout, it's on the website.
It's on the website, okay.
So if you look at our indicators up here, and I can make a handout and email it to you, Mr.
Thank
Richard.
you.
You're welcome. But we can see that the students that are our greatest concern, have our greatest concern in English language arts with our economically disadvantaged students, and then our economically disadvantaged and white students, we have a concern with as far as math goes. And then attendance, we all know that our attendance was, our chronically absentee rate was around 50% last year. So we know that attendance is a huge issue at the high schools. You have to be in your seat to learn. And we know that attendance was a problem because we had that extra planning day and our special education students was missing an astronomical amount of time on the days that they weren't being served. And we have removed that. So that alone should assist us. But I wanted to point out another thing that you don't see in the data unless you drill down. For our economically disadvantaged, on track to graduate is a concern. It is red. And here's why it's a concern. Because by the end of 10th grade, students should have 2 credits in English, 2 credits in math, 2 credits in science, and 2 credits in social studies in order to be on track to graduate at the end of their 12th grade year. We have a significant amount of students that are not on track to graduate. That means that they have not earned those 8 credits. So we have to explore other avenues. We did offer summer credit recovery. Everybody that was offered summer credit recovery did not take those courses. So I just want to alert you in advance that there's been multiple opportunities to pass courses, and we have some students that are in jeopardy. We are working with the schedules. They're looking at them to make sure that they have what they need to graduate. But you're kind of at the 11th hour, and now you're having to make up classes that you didn't have before. So they have to pass everything or they won't graduate.
Now, does this go back to some of the scheduling problems that we've had up there in the past? Is that what this goes back to?
No, it doesn't go back to that. It just goes that students have not passed their courses. They haven't gotten A's, B's,
They've
C's.
taken them, they just didn't pass.
Correct. And I would think that if I had to, I mean, I don't know this, I'm pontificating here, but I would say not coming to school
Yeah.
and not being exposed to the content has contributed to not being able to pass the course.
So we're looking at students.
The third one, go ahead.
Does anybody have questions on this?
I feel like they're missing 50% of the time and no one's addressing it. You kids probably feel like nobody's cares, so why work?
That's
Well,
exactly right.
You know, it's, what is it? If you miss, 18 days or more is what considered chronically absent.
That's correct.
Yeah, so,
And we had 48% of the kids chronically absent.
right, that's the thing right there.
If nobody's watching the store
Mhm,
and you're gonna pass anyway, why would you do it come? You know?
mhm.
But all that's changing.
All that's changing. We got our attendance plans. We will have that to you in October. We have a very robust plan that we think is going to assist us with this. And that was one of your board goals, and that was one of my superintendent's goals.
Yeah.
And it will be one of Miss Dunlap's goals, and each of the principals will have a goal. We're all going to be moving in the same direction.
See, it looks like, are we in the middle of the row there with your, does it look like kind of in the middle, or are we?
And with you, are talking about attendance?
No, in your balanced scorecard, does it look like, would you say we're in the middle?
Pocahontas County, not according to the accountability website, but straight score numbers, we are ranked 14th in the state of West Virginia, 14th out of 55 counties.
So we're a little ahead of the pack.
We're a little ahead of the pack, but that only takes math
I
and
got
reading.
you.
That's, yeah.
Any other questions?
No, I don't, not for me, sir.
C, special education updates and progress.
So, Miss Young, our consultant, has been working on special education. Right now, we are working on the October 1 count. And what that means is getting all of our IEPs corrected. And she's going from school to school. She was in the county visiting today. She was also in the county working with us on some funding. Sarah and I was helping her pull so we could get some reimbursement rates. So we are diligently working on phase 2 of the plan, which is error correction on all those findings that I addressed before. And we will have the IEPs that were found to be non-compliant. We should have those compliant by October 1 for our October count.
Any questions?
Great, thank you.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Item number 6 on the agenda. Approval of the agenda. Mr. McCollum made a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. McNabb seconded. Any additions or corrections to the agenda?
On number 10, E, I'm just going to give a report out on this letter. And then I would like to add a discussion item as F. We need to talk about a special meeting for finances.
F
Mhm,
is meeting for finances.
mhm. And scratch D. Scratch what? Scratch, well, actually, we'll modify D. D will be an action and discussion about the point. It'll be fine. We'll just leave it.
Okay, we'll just go to D and we can say that.
Yes.
Leave it off or on?
Leave F off.
Leave F off. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that'll work. Okay. Any other additions or corrections?
No.
Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. The rest up all budget stuff, so we'll vote on it all at one time. Payment of bills subject to additions, deletions, or other charges prior to the board meeting. Payment of vendor listing, $48,231.66. Payment of local government purchasing card, $72,724.62. September the 3rd, 2025 employee payroll, $270,505.47. Grant awards. And C is budget transfers and supplements subject to additions, deletions, or other changes prior to the board meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moves.
Mr. McCollum's made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. McNabb seconded. Okay. Any questions on these items? Any? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Item number 7 is personnel. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Both made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. McNabb seconded. Any questions on the personnel?
This time I'd request a executive session on discuss personnel matters.
I second that.
Mr. McNabb has asked for an executive session on personnel. Mr. Gibson has seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Yeah.
Motion carries. We will now go into executive session at 6:15.
Then they,
Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Gibson seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. We come out of executive session at 6:26. Okay, personnel matters. We need to,
What motion is?
we need a motion.
Okay. I make a motion to uphold the superintendent's recommendation of suspension of Crystal Lewis for 1 day without pay.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. McNabb seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Uh,
Aye. Motion carries. Other personnel matters.
Personnel agenda for September 16, 2025. Resignation of Jennifer Stewart, a special education teacher at Pocahontas County High School, effective September the 19th of 2025. We have the following positions that are still not filled. Teacher of special education, elementary multi-subjects at Hillsborough, teacher of special education, Green Bank, teacher of social studies, Pocahontas County High School, director of special education, preschool and student support for the central office, a special education teacher at Pocahontas County High School, teacher of multi-subjects, fourth grade at Green Bank, special education, Pocahontas County High School, teacher of science at Green Bank Elementary, Middle School, counselor, itinerant position for Pocahontas County Schools. We also have the hiring of Melissa Hill Doss, the school counselor / program monitor for Pocahontas County High School, Pocahontas County Schools. We have an academic interventionist for Green Bank Elementary Middle School that is being considered for reposting that position. Academic interventionist for the Marlington Elementary School, the Hillsborough School, and the Green Bank Elementary School. We have a recommendation for Derek Hanna as the head basketball coach at Pocahontas County High School, pending successful background check and his certification. We have an assistant basketball and a head baseball coach position open at the high school as well. We also have the following, as a substitute custodian for Pocahontas County Schools to be added to be Jason Place for the 25-26 school year as needed. And then on the 2026 Pocahontas County Board of Education, the 3-step thoughts, and you can see that attachment with your personnel matters.
Do we have any questions? Hearing none. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Number 8, superintendent updates.
So I thought it would be great for us to look at the floor choices for the gym and get some input. So Mr. Gibson is going to show us some examples of the stains that we have to offer.
Fun fact before we come, you asked the same sentence. A couple of occasions, so this is what they said. We looked at the gym floor, the logos, different things with it. So they sent us samples of Golden Oak, Early American, and Provincial. And latest sample was cherry, gunstock, and mahogany. And this, of course, is the plain, just polyurethane or maple gym floor. So we were looking for main floor, 3-point line, whichever ones we want, and then also something for the lanes.
You mean those areas will be stained different, those
Right.
colors?
Yeah, that was the plan, it would be staying different. And that's choices that we.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
So
Kind of felt like the 3-point should be the darker. What is this one, Mr. Gibson?
this one, that's mahogany,
And then maybe the lane could be
the gun stock.
the gun stock, or you could reverse those.
Yeah.
What's up in the fall?
Cherry sort of, I think it's too light, that's a personal opinion.
Yeah,
But, the golden.
Let me see this.
Y'all might well just, walk right here, and look at it where you see.
Reach me the stick.
Okay.
Now, the.
This is the
The
chair.
lines will be,
Yeah.
the lines will be painted on top of that.
yes, correct.
Which one's which?
Stock cherry. No, that's too light for cherry. That's not cherry.
It doesn't look good on that at all.
No, they got something.
But with that light over there, we wanted something that really popped
That-
out. It was beautiful.
The only trouble about the real dark wood, mahogany is not grown in the United States. Comes from South America and Africa.
Mhm. Okay,
The Woodman.
that's
Yeah.
a woodman right there.
You should know.
Well, I've ordered a pile of mahogany and I know where it comes from.
So what are you saying? You want American-made wood in your
Well, sure.
gym floor?
Absolutely.
All right, all right.
Absolutely.
It's just a stain.
Okay with that,
It's
you
like
know?
the tanning like in West Virginia being.
It's just what it is, it's just a stain.
It's a stain.
It's a stain.
Yeah.
But,
So that's gonna be a choice that you must make as a board as far as what colors you're gonna wear.
West Virginia is one of the few states that is solely in the Appalachian Mountain area. The Appalachian hardwood.
Yes.
So that's, you know,
So which one would you like?
I like this one better than I do the rest.
This one,
Yeah.
the gun stock.
For the lane or for the?
I'd say for the lanes,
for
For the lane?
for the lanes.
We're gonna put,
Something-
we're gonna put for 3-point line and,
Yeah, you gotta,
volleyball lines.
yeah, you're gonna have to put something darker so the ref can see the
That's
three-point
so you
line.
can make it easier.
You might have to go to the mahogany. That's why they've probably got it on there.
Yes.
Well, we talked about something darker.
Yeah.
Like I say, cherry just doesn't do it for
It
me.
don't do it.
That's, you know, that's a personal opinion there.
There's not enough contrast.
There's not enough difference.
You could
It's-
make the 3-point line the cherry and the lane just the mahogany.
You can do that.
So the bigger area is,
Yeah, it don't matter. It really.
Cherry or gun stock?
Look at it.
Gunstock, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
Look
misspoke,
at
Mr.
that.
Gibson,
If,
Gunstock.
if you look at that, it looks to me like they got them two backwards. Don't it to you?
No, not really. Like I said, I've used a lot of the gun stock. This is all min-wax stains too.
Yeah. So it really don't make any difference what we put on it.
As a floor sweeper, gym floor sweeper, I think I'd rather have the middle one myself.
In the lanes or where, Sam?
I think more dirt would show up on the dark mahogany over there on the right.
So maybe the 3-point, the gunstock and then the mahogany just in the lane.
Maybe. I can't figure out, what's the lane? I don't know anything about
That's like
that.
from the foul line.
Foul line,
Yeah.
3-second lane.
So inside in there.
And
Okay.
I mean, it'd be the
Square.
next biggest area.
Right down next to the basket.
All right, okay.
Up to the foul line.
That's the lane.
Yeah.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I'm
I'm with Dr. Williams, mahogany in the lane and 3-point line.
going to defer my vote to.
Yeah.
I'll go along with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. And Mr. Gibson, would you like to give another update on the rest of the gym,
I could. I mean, I have
please?
watching this floor go down for a while. I've had a lot of people question things, not question things. Once in a while you walk through, you find a pastor or something they forgot, and I've actually stuck something in the floor, taking pictures of it. We, try to keep a close watchful eye on what they're doing. And raise a lot of questions. Every time I question what they're doing, they get aggravated with me, because they're the professionals and, they remind us. of
But
that.
you're paying.
What's that? We're paying.
We're paying.
We're paying for the floor.
That's a raw floor.
They can get aggravated.
There's a few burnt places where the planer burns on it.
Yeah.
Are they gonna sand that all
all
that's
that-
gonna come down?
That all that's to be sanded out. The way he told me is we sand it. He said then we will wet it down and soak it, let the grain raise on it, sand it again before they put the seals on it. Put 2 coats of that on, put the decals and logos on it, and put 2 more coats on top of that.
Now,
So-
wait a minute, Dwayne. They're gonna put water on top of this floor?
Yeah.
To raise the grade in it. Before they sand it the second time. That's their process.
I love it.
It probably won't be a lot of water. I'd say they're just damp.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the problem with that. Whenever you put water, if
gotta
you
let it
dry
dry.
anything, which this is dry, and you put water on it, what happens? You've done opened up the pores by dry killing it.
Raise the grade, raise the fire.
That's right, Mr. Burnt. It also, with the new stains and polyurethanes,
But
they suck down in that with that.
I went and looked at it.
That's what-
Mr.
that's-
McNabb
that's
had
what-
asked me if I'd run down and look at the gym floor. And, I took some pictures. Of course, you were probably aware of them. I don't know whether you are or not. Let me see if I can find them. And, I was wanting you to look at this, Dwayne. And, just flip through it this, well, I don't know if that's it or not. The cracks I was worried about
They have a jig that they put in there for spacing
Well,
those,
you'll see it.
and they're larger than what, you see like on a roof
Mhm.
or usually think they're spacing.
I know absolutely nothing about putting down that floor.
Yeah,
Don't get me
I've
wrong.
asked questions about this stuff and they assured me this is the way they do things.
See the spacers in here?
Yeah. You can see the sleepers down underneath of it. I've questioned some of this where there's not much of an offset on those.
Mm-hmm.
And they.
But I knew you would know.
We had them change some that they brought 4 quarters together with some, just these changed.
Was this, I mean, is this what we're getting?
This is what we're getting.
That's what you're getting.
I mean, we're getting the plywood and all that. I was under the understanding we're getting all those layers. That's what-
Yeah, well, they've got the rubber base or rubber bottom for the spacer, the 3/4 sleeper, and then we have 1/2 inch CDX. Well, I'm gonna say rated sheeting, not necessarily CDX. Doesn't matter which side's up on the plywood. I've questioned that too.
Well, with that much of a buffer, your floor wouldn't roll.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't move.
I went up last Saturday evening and I took a basketball that didn't have all the air in it. It probably should have, and I dribbled around for probably 15 minutes just to see what that floor felt
See
like.
if it had any
If you're
dead spot.
standing right beside where you dribble, it's more bounce than if you're a little bit away from it. But that floor is supposed to have a lot of give to it for ergonomics, for the players when they jump up for rebounds on their knees, ankles and all that. So,
As long as we're getting,
I'm
what-
not-
as long as we're getting what we're paying for.
yeah, as far as I know, we should.
They're gonna warranty it.
But there, yeah, we have it should be 1 year warranty. So that's all we get on that, 1 year floor. 1 year warranty on the material, 1 year warranty on the floor itself.
Wow.
Okay.
And it was all architect approved, so.
And I just want to say that Mr. Gibson has done such a fantastic job monitoring it, looking at it, being very conscientious that everything's being done correctly and to code. I mean, I just can't say enough nice things about Mr. Gibson.
Thanks. Say I'm not a gym floor expert either.
None of us are.
Question.
I'm asking questions.
And when you ask questions, it makes the people that's working be on their toes.
Should be.
Whether you know what you're asking or not, they know someone's
It's
looking.
like the fasteners that go down in these slots, and there's a couple we saw there in McKinney. Has also been going up and walking, that's when we're looking at it. Christopher Irwin was up there, he and Darren walked the whole floor one day. Raised some questions. Even when they were going in, and cutting their material on the plywood between the sleepers was bowing down. I questioned that. They said it doesn't snap back, they'll change the sheet, so. And I can't be there every moment when they're working, so you have to trust them that they're doing the right things as well.
Yeah.
Well, you got a year
Right.
if something happens.
It's a good thing, we're gonna have, the full basketball season, we'll have a summer for expansion, contraction.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things to consider, like humidity, as they lay it. They want it between 50 and 60% humidity. They're putting in, weed eater string. It's 0.080 weed eater string. I think it's every 3 feet. They put that strip in it, like the floors, when you look at it, there's small gaps in it, but that's to allow for expansion and contraction. So they put that in, nail the floor, and then they pull it right back out. So they right on the top.
Yeah, but if you didn't, it will bow.
Right, if you didn't do that, you could have more issues with it.
Weed eater string?
That's what they're using for the gauge. Yep, this is the 0.080. I took a picture of it too, and it's on program. I've been taking a lot of pictures of things.
Mrs. Hollingsworth, the reason we're asking so many questions about short, Dr. Hollingsworth will tell us is, they put a new floor in that Hillsborough. And in about 3 months, it went boom
In the gym. right?
in the gym. Yeah, didn't it? So they had to take it up and redo it.
Mm.
And it was high moisture.
Well, what they did, when one of the hurricanes came through and it handpicked this one alley right through Hillsborough and hit the gym. Took the gym roof partially off. And of course, it came with rain,
Yeah.
so it poured. Gym floor bowed, but they never bothered to dry out what was underneath the gym floor. So we just sealed the water right in there
Yep.
and it bowed again.
Bowed again.
I've seen floors do that when I worked at station, Hickory. There's a place that, drew a lot of moisture and it popped a whole section of it loose.
A lot of
You
people,
tried going to high school.
What's that?
Remember you tried?
Oh,
going to
yeah.
high school when Tom Anderson-
a lot of people didn't know it happened at the high school. That's one reason why that floor needed replaced, in my opinion.
Well, it's
That's,
years ago, someplace I have pictures where I built a plan about as many fans as I could find.
Yep.
Start water back out from underneath of that floor.
Buys up her coaching
Yeah,
then.
okay, remember that when I had built over there, suck that water out?
Yep.
Then we had floods and got into the gym.
Tell you, I've had more people complain about why are you spending the money, but a lot of them don't know that all that happened.
And that gym right down under that one basket, the floor was dead.
Yeah.
And we replaced that. It didn't help. Frost
Probably
department went down. I remember
Yeah,
when,
we replaced the lanes on both ends, I think.
Yeah. Because it was dead.
Well, here's the bottom line, we got a new gym floor and we got a year. So we need to,
We'll just
we need to
monitor
just
it.
keep watching it and you'll be the first to know, I'm sure, if anything goes bad.
There's a lot of people looking at it.
All
Yeah.
this.
Well, and everybody's got an opinion.
They do.
and everybody thinks the school does everything wrong.
Yeah. But I know nothing about putting floor down. I can tell you that.
That's-
During it closely, we have, on Thursday, we have another afternoon meeting. I mean-
We'll be here.
We're meeting
Project
again.
manager.
Yes.
Guy from final floor, there's gonna be a group of them there at the hospital.
Well, speak up and ask questions.
Well, I have been.
Do they have a completion date? You know, they have giving
They were
number
looking
yet?
at mid-October to be complete.
Huh.
These guys are laying a lot of floor in a quick amount of time.
Yeah,
They're putting a lot of nails in it.
yeah. Great.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwayne. Okay. Old business. Yes, we appreciate it.
And while got a moment, I just want to commend our maintenance crew and the custodians. Last time we had a meeting, it was before school started, the following day. They were putting in paper towel racks and hand soap dispensers, knocking things out at the hospital at 7 o'clock that morning.
Yeah,
So I want to commend all of our maintenance crew and all of our custodial services for getting our schools ready to check their in.
And
Because
their books were paid.
some of them were still a disaster.
Yes.
It's the bottom line. So, you know, if you see your custodians, tell them you appreciate them, and also maintenance crews.
yeah.
I was at the high school one day last week. The restrooms look nice. They do. The office, I went into the office. Everything looks good, Dwayne. They've done a good job.
Well, it was a team effort, a lot of people involved in it.
We really didn't start on that till, it was after I got here.
Yeah, it was
It
late.
was mid-July.
It was mid-July when we
But-
got our ducks in a row.
Looks really good.
Asbestos mitigation, which just really knocked us in the head at the hospital.
Mhm.
So but everybody pulled together, and I had, you know, other custodians were working at other schools, helping out, everybody pitched in.
We even
Together
have,
we're
Everybody played their part.
together we're stronger. We're stronger together.
We should bring them in.
You know what? That's an excellent idea.
Just bring them in next time, you know?
We'll bring them in and we
Bring
can
'em in.
tell them.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll do that.
Okay. Number 9 is old business and action discussion regarding potential disposition of real estate map 2, parcel 175, located in the town of Marlington, approximately 72 feet by 120 feet to the town of Marlington for the purpose of the town's ARC grant. That's A. B is approval of trips for natural mountain playground. And we got another B down here, which should be C probably.
Mhm.
Action, discussion, or director of special education job description. Do I have a motion? Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. McNabb seconds. Any questions or?
We need to discuss this, so we need an executive session to discuss the
Real estate.
real estate.
I'll second it.
Mhm.
Dr. Hollingsworth has made a motion and
So move.
Mr. McNabb made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. McCombs seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are back in regular session. The first order of action was action discussion regarding potential disposition of real estate. Map 2, parcel 175, located in the town of Arlington, approximately 72 feet times 120 to the town of Arlington for the purpose of the town's ARC grant.
Okay, sir, I'd like to make a motion to convey Board of Education property to the town of Marlinton, subject to reversal clause and other requirements.
Okay, and we can only do this for 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
If it's not done by then, it reverts back to the Pocahontas County Board of Education.
Okay, sir.
I'll second that.
Mr. Gibson made the motion and Mr. McNabb seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I think it's important to let the public know that if that grant don't go through, and they can try again next year, if it don't go through, then it reverts back to the Pocahontas County Board of Education to let the
And
citizens
the
know that.
students and stuff can still use parking.
Yes.
and-
They still
Yeah.
have utilization of the piece of property.
Item number B is approval of trips for natural mountain playground.
So moved.
I'm just gonna read them all here.
Oh.
And then actual discussion of director of special education job and description. And do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, we have posted the special,
Go ahead.
oh, we have posted the special education job multiple times. We have at no point in time had 3 certified applicants to interview. Therefore, after, consideration of the position that I posted, I did have some pretty stringent requirements on it. I would like to modify the posting and only in the essence to open it up to a larger applicant pool. I feel strongly that anybody that's going to be in a director's position should have been a principal first. They should have leadership and management and had to have managed multiple projects and across multiple topics. And this job is for special ed, it's for 504, it's for pre-K, it's for Title III, and it's for other student services. So the one thing that I feel like we can change to broaden the applicant pool, because special education is very difficult to get people certified in special education, is to change special education teaching experience and certification from required, and I highlighted it right there for the board, and just put preferred. And I wanted to bring the job description and posting back before the board, since this was created out of the necessity of our state of emergency, our special circumstances review, and make sure that I had your approval to take that off and put preferred to open the applicant pool.
Any questions on that?
I don't have questions, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 10, new business. A is approval of an overnight trip to Cedar Lake Conference Skills USA Fall Leadership, October the 14th, 15th, 2025 with 6 students. B is approval of fundraisers. C is the school board authority project submission. And D is action discussion preliminary for the 2025 financial statement. And E is ESG statements. Taking number 1A. Anybody have any questions on them going on the trip?
I do not, sir.
Okay. On B, approval of fundraisers. Anybody got any questions on the fundraisers?
I do not, sir.
Hearing none. Okay. The county board authority project submission, and I think we got a copy of that.
You got a copy of it?
And if I can find out what I've done with it. I had it here.
You want to look at mine? And I can talk
Yeah.
about it.
Go ahead and talk.
So we submitted, an HVAC, renovation project for the high school. We are requesting roughly $2.3 million from the SBA, the School Board Authority. Our local shares commitment, $450,000. Our total project cost is estimated to be $2,827,050. We feel good about this project. We have spoken with our SBA representative that recommend that we submit our area of most need. We do have some pictures that, of the HVAC and the condition that it's in, that we provided to the SBA. They will look over these and we will get some feedback.
Do we know when we'll hear something?
We should hear something. I think we go down for presentations in November. And that will be when Mr. McNown will go with me. The school board and the CEO.
We had a SBA grant, which was it, MES boiler and roof? What was that the last one we had?
We talked about.
Yeah.
See, we had it.
That's a needs project.
That was a needs project.
This was part of it, but we pulled out one thing under the recommendation of our SBA representative. Sarah and I talked to him. We were going to put three things through. We were going to put the HVAC, the middle school roof, and electrical upgrades at Monson Elementary. Thank you.
Any questions on any of these?
Looks good.
Action to discussion preliminary 2025 financial statement. Anybody have any questions about it?
Well, that, may I say something?
Yes,
President?
Yes.
Okay. We would like to have a special meeting to go over that in depth. While that financial statement recently was available as of last night, we would like for Mr. McClure and Ms. Hamilton to have time to review it and her prepare a strong presentation, not necessarily a PowerPoint, but to be able to answer questions and let the board know what our bottom line is, how much carryover we have, how much money we have, and where we stand. So we need a meeting. We need some time to deal with that. So we would like to have a special meeting on September the 26th because it is due to the State Department on September 29th.
September 26th.
What days I don't? It's on a Friday?
I'm so sorry. Can if we could have it in the day, that would make it even
Let's
better.
make it morning.
Morning would be perfect.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
And then
Cut out
I don't get up till noon.
Three or four.
senior citizen board meeting in the morning.
Let's see what day the 26th is on.
4,
3 is fine.
3, would that work?
No. On a Friday night, Pocahontas gonna have a ball game,
Yeah,
football game.
that's what I know.
So I don't want to do it at night.
So you want to do it earlier? What time is your board meeting?
My board meeting will be over around noon.
So we could do it at
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? That'd be perfect.
Okay,
Sam, can you do that?
it'd be tough, but you know,
1 o'clock.
Well, wait.
if you say pretty freeze, Mr. Grimes, I might make it.
No, ours lets out at 12.
Oh, let's out at 12. Okay, got you 10-4.
Couldn't we do it on a Thursday? The 25th? Had somebody got something that time? I can't, huh?
The agenda can't go out. A meeting with David.
A special meeting takes it.
Yeah, you gotta have the agenda go out. That's true. And you gotta have 3 full work days. I can do it on the 26th. We can do it at 1 o'clock if Mr. Gibson can be there. I mean, I can do it.
I can do it.
You can just take that whole afternoon.
Just
off,
take the
then
whole
go to
afternoon.
Then go to the ball game and just make a day of it. A play day.
Don't let money get in the way.
You can't take that stuff with you.
Has anybody got any questions with having a special meeting on the 26th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Very good.
I'm good.
You good, Dr. Hollingsworth?
That can be,
Okay.
might be one day.
All right, we're voting on all the, I don't know what this ESG letter of intent.
Well, I'm modifying that too. I just wanted to let you know that there will be a contract coming for the boiler,
Oh,
for the electric water heaters and for the board renovations. So hopefully I will have that on the special meeting for you to look over as well, a contractor.
all right. We didn't get a motion on that, did we? I don't have it wrote down. Do I have a motion on these?
So moved.
Mr. Made the motion. Have a second?
That's,
Second.
I didn't look at
On second, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. All right. No.
So he'll be the.
We took it off. She had me.
Leadership.
Yeah. Okay. Board remarks, Mr. Gibson.
Oh, well, we have,
I'm working it off.
Mrs. Hamilton's ear. Have you been getting any replies back from the JROTC? I mean, what's the survey say on that? Is it?
That will go to,
Mm-hmm.
that will go to Mrs. Dunlap.
Yeah.
Miss Julie will have that.
It's Dunlap, the new girl.
Miss
Julie
Ship,
Schiffer.
she's over there.
Only she's back to Dublin.
Okay. So,
That was submitted on time.
yeah,
We mailed it in. It was due September the 15th and we have not heard back.
okay. And it's been quiet in my world. I tell you who I want to commend is, our new athletic director. That guy is doing a gangbuster job. Him and his wife, they're a very unified team. And I think it's the best service we've ever had in that position ever, quite frankly. They're doing great. Facilities look great. Kids look good. Everything's smooth. And the schools look good on the outside. I haven't been inside any of the new schools since we opened, but I've been cutting grass and weed eating, and so thank you.
Mr. McDaniel.
I like the way things are going. It's still positive. I get a lot of positive feedback from everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
I would like to reach out to the parents and the custodians and stuff. Please get your children to school, please. We can't fix these numbers and everything, and we can't teach them if they're not here. So I implore you, please do everything you can to get them here. This is the most important time of these young people's lives. If they don't keep up now, they never will catch back up. So please, whatever we can do to help you and whatever you need to do, let's get them at school.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Mr. McCombs.
One thing I thought of after we done finished talking about on absenteeism. It used to be a big thing, kids lost their driver's license if they missed more than so many days. Did they change that or is it
Yes.
still a fact?
Yes, that was how it was when I was the ninth grade principal at Eastern Greenwood Middle School. But it wasn't too long ago that they took that. You can no longer do that.
Because that's a huge incentive for high school.
It was a huge incentive.
We have any, I mean, can we like get, here, I'm just trying to think of ways, could we get the coaches to lean on some of the kids that, they have to have a C average, I guess. That's how they can.
Your sports kids probably not.
That's what I was gonna say. Your sports kids probably not the ones missing.
And I think a whole lot of it comes down to the climate of our schools, because I know it's been 8 years since I've been there, but at that time, if you had a kid missing, someone on the staff, a teacher, me, someone would be pulling them aside saying, hey.
Yeah.
A lot of times that goes a lot farther than the attendance director or the principal or whoever, making them feel like it's important for them to be there. And, our staff may be able to work on that some.
May I say something? This is appropriate. We are having an administrative meeting on Thursday from 8:30 to 12:30. And what we are going to look at is our data. And we're going to identify our kids that are on the bubble academically. And we are going to talk about kids, how we monitor chronically absent. I've asked Ms. Schiffler to start pulling that weekly and sending it out. And you can monitor who's on the list that you can move off the list and who is off the list that's getting ready to move on the list. Those are called the bubble kids. And I am going to ask the principals to ask each of their staff members to adopt a bubble kit and make daily contact with them to form a relationship and talk about their grades and coming to school. Because relationships for our opening of school is critical. And sometimes kids have to know that somebody cares if they're there when nobody else cares.
Well, I remember this for years, Mr. Vance was still there, and I remember doing it 1 year. They took the entire student population and everybody had 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah,
The
they took the
cooks,
population.
me, the secretaries, everybody in school had, they were the kids you normally interacted with,
Mhm.
and you just
And that's why we did
checked up
that,
on them.
that opening at the beginning of school with Larry Bell. And how he really talked about the cooks are important to relationships, the bus drivers are important to relationships, the custodians, the teachers.
Mhm.
And that's really the backbone of our theme, we're stronger together. Because everybody has the ability to connect with the students, to care about them, to check on them, and to change their lives. And I will say that, I've seen Mr. Williams do this as a coach, connecting with those kids and our coaches and our athletic directors. So once we start to build those relationships and really care, I think it will make a difference. I believe it in my heart, and I think we have established the tone for that at the beginning of our school year.
Great. Great.
I just, when I was listening to Larry Bell speak, it just reminded me of a professional development we had in Hillsborough. I'm not sure we had countywide, but I found my pin. And it is your hand, the heart in it. And the whole idea was, we watch hugging and all that. You could shake their hand. And if teachers would shake the kids' hands when they walked in the classroom, or you saw them wandering in the hall and they shouldn't be there, shake their hand and then ask them why they're there. But first show them you care, and then
Makes sense.
send them back where they should be.
Yeah. But that's something I've asked every school to do, to make sure that they greet every student every morning and send students home every evening. I did that for 5 years as a principal. I welcomed every kid off the bus. I thanked them for coming to school, and I put them on the bus and that evening and said, "Thank you for coming, come back tomorrow." And I built a lot of relationships with Rupert, my students at Rupert Elementary, and we moved to a top performing school, a school of excellence. And it was because everybody knew we cared, and we really worked hard on that.
Me and Mr. McNabb went up there this evening, Frosty, this is part of you too, so you chip in at any time, and talk to the head coach, Doug Burns. And we also, I got a call from the athletic director last night. They have changed the ball games from going to Worth County next year to Bath County. Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
So instead of going that 3.5 or 4 hours, you will go 45 minutes. And they are trying to change, Sherman
Sure.
to Summers County.
Yeah.
The athletic director sent me an email last night, and he was talking about how many minutes it was to each one of these places. And, it's knocking it in half, basically. Sherman was 3.5 hours.
That was last Friday.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the kids had to leave at noon.
My bus driver took y'all down there. He went, oh, to the Boone County again.
That's exactly.
Yeah, it was a long, it's like 377 miles.
It is. And, the kids had to leave at noon. And, me and Mr. McNabb was talking about this, and when we went and talked to the coach, unfortunately, the athletic director wasn't there, but the coach had called him and talked to him about it. But not only in football, but we're looking at this in basketball too, to see if we can get some games. Don't cost us much money to go as far, of course, there's going to be some routine ones that we have to play, the Greenbrier West and the Tigers Valley. And, somebody said we had to play so many games in our conference,
It's in that PVC, which we're in, let's say we're in that PVC conference, and like I say, I coached for 20-some years up there, and I mean, it does you a little bit of good, but it doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, we really don't, they don't recognize Pocahontas County very much like they do Moorefield, Petersburg, Pendleton, all those. We don't get near the accolades that the other schools do, so I mean, some of those games are close, but as far as being in a conference nowadays, I don't know that it's worth it.
We're playing games out of Potomac up there and also out of the Coldfield.
Yeah.
He was telling me last night on the phone, this was a big issue and he wanted me to look it up. He said, how many games do we have to play in the Potomac Conference? Is it written anywhere? He said, I can't find it.
Yeah, I used to know it. There's a certain percentage you have to play to stay in it. But like I say, I don't know that it's doing us any good in it. I don't know that it's doing us, I don't know that it's doing us any good. They're probably still gonna play us whether
Really
we're in the
not.
conference or not,
Really not.
because they can't get games either.
And it's tough and we're, you know, there's less and less single A schools. Now you can move up and play a double A team if you're, you know, they're not gonna say anything about it if you can. We used to do that all the time. You know that. We played Nicholas County and which was double A and a lot of schools double A, but now double A schools don't want to play you because they don't get the points unless you're a winner, you know, so that's.
Well, like let me interrupt you just for a second. I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but the SSAC put out the rankings for the football classes of football, and we're single A. Okay, we play 8 teams that are now ranked in the top 16. We play 8 of them. We've got a very tough schedule. We don't have a lot of kids. That's another thing that we need to work on. We need to work with our middle school program. We need to get these kids out. We need to work with our youth leagues. You know, I'm sports oriented, always have been, but it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. We've got some good people in place. We just need to get the numbers of the kids out and work these programs to get back to be where we're competitive, where we can go. We want to go to the playoffs too. You know?
Absolutely.
And we have in years past.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, maybe soccer will go to the playoffs before the
Yeah.
football team will.
Well, they're doing good. Soccer's doing good.
Soccer is good, and we're traveling too. Now, one thing about the soccer world is they redid that. They're not having sectionals anymore. It's have a different playoff structure, and it's got things all scrambled. Everybody's playing different teams. It's not just football. It's across the board. But soccer players are more cooler to travel. You know, we can do that.
Okay.
Welcome, Jeff.
Okay, one other thing that you brought, we was discussing this somewhere along the way, and you said we could put in God We Trust signs up at schools now?
We have those. Mr. Gibson, would you please get those? And Mr. Gibson has ordered the frames for them, and hopefully we're gonna put those up with a little flag beside them. But these are our signs that's going up in our school.
They gave it from the Charleston.
Yes.
Above. They got a lot of extras too, for maybe civic organizations, or somebody else might
Turn
want.
them towards your camera.
Show you guys first.
That'll be great. When can we get those up?
Our friends come in
I
and get them up.
ordered frames today. Nothing fancy, but ordered frames,
One's going in every school?
yeah, well, every building, so.
Every building.
I've got 2 for every school right now, one for the board office here. I ordered 15 frames, and like I say, I have a lot of extras that I picked up.
And they have to be permanently displayed.
That's great.
That's the new.
That's absolutely terrific. Okay. Our next board meeting will be a special meeting held on finance on September the 26th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Board of Education Conference Room. We are hereby adjourned.
Yeah.